Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1. Player 2. Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories. Steve Martin movies. The 20th century. Classic novel spoilers. Kmart. Breakfast. And science grab bag. All right, let's get back into this. Player 1 has control of the board. Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Chevy Chase were these title characters of a 1986 comedy. It's Player 1. Right. Please pick again. In Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Steve Martin told him, "Those aren't pillows." Yes, Player 1? Yep. Please pick again. Answer, the Daily Double. And you have the lead. Please enter your wager. Here is your Daily Double clue. This 1987 comedy in which Steve played Fire Chief C.D. Bales was based on Cyrano de Bergerac. That puts you even further ahead. Player 1. Steve Martin and Bonnie Hunt are the parents of an extremely large brood in this 2003 remake. Yes, Player 1? Hey, you're right. Player 1. Steve Martin, Owen Wilson, and Jack Black are competitive birders in this 2011 comedy. Player 1? Yes. Please pick again, Player 1. In the 1920s, this fascist leader of Italy set up a puppet regime in Albania and reconquered Libya. Player 2. Right. Okay, let's get back. Elizabeth II succeeded her father, this man, who died unexpectedly at age 56. Let's hear it, Player 1. Yes. Player 1. On February 8, 1904, Japanese ships attacked this country's fleet at Lushun, Manchuria, beginning a war. Okay, Player 1. Right you are. Player 1. On February 15, 1965, Canada's new flag, which featured an 11-pointed one of these, flew for the first time. It's Player 2. That's correct. Player 2. On Valentine's Day, 1989, the Ayatollah Khomeini showed no love for this author's satanic verses, giving him a death sentence. It's Player 1. That's right. Way to go. Player 1. You're in command of Swiss scientist creates monster that craves bride. Scientist makes and destroys bride. Scientist dies. Monster mourns. Okay, Player 3. Right. Okay, let's get back into this. Raskolnikov murders an old woman. Raskolnikov confesses and is sentenced to 8 years in Siberia. Okay, player 1. That's it. Player 1. Constance marries paralyzed Sir Clifford, has an affair with the gamekeeper, gets pregnant, awaits divorce and new life. Player 1. You are correct. Select again. Heathcliff is raised in the Earnshaw home. Falls for Cathy. Love thwarted. Both die. Let's hear it, player 3. Good for you. All right, let's... Itinerant workers George and Lenny dream of owning a ranch. Lenny accidentally kills a girl. George kills Lenny. Player 2. You are correct. Player 2. Where do we start? After criminal activities by this secret society, Oklahoma was placed under martial law in September of 1923. Player 1. Correct. Player 1. The 10th letter of the Greek alphabet. Player 2. Good. Player 2. Technically, it's known as the patella. Yes, player 2. You are correct. Select again. Mack Sennett's silent movie Bumblers. Player 1. That is correct. Player 1. Born in 1862, he founded the Vienna Secession School of Painting and also created vibrant portraits of women. Okay, player 3. Yes. Player 3, make a selection, please. This breakfast meat comes in links or patties, and its name is from the Latin for salted. Let's hear it, player 2. Correct.
Yeah! Woo!
Okay, let's get back. The name of this breakfast item is also used as a verb meaning to speak or write evasively. It's player 3. Yep. Okay, let's get back. This fancy egg dish is said to have been created at Delmonico's in the 1800s. Even then, hollandaise sauce was used. It's player 3. Yes. Player 3. In 1890, a woman named Nancy Green represented this character, the symbol for a pancake mix. Let's hear it, player 2. Right. Player 2. In England, this dish, bread dipped in an egg and milk batter and fried, is called Poor Knights of Windsor. Okay, player 1. Right. Where do we begin, player 1? These cells from human embryos can grow into any type of tissue and may someday cure diabetes and Alzheimer's. It's player 2. Right you are. Player 2. Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus are called this type of planet after a Roman god. Player 3. Yep. Where do we begin? A material called URHGE can be manipulated into being a resistance-free super this. It's player 3. Correct. Player 3. We're not faking. Alphabetically, it's last among the elements on the periodic table. Let's hear it, player 2. Right. And here's the $1,000 clue. And I'll hand it off to Kelly.
The two main kinds of lens are diverging and this type, that bends rays of light inward so they meet at the focal point.
Let's hear it, player 2. Yes. Player 3 will select first in Double Jeopardy right after this. Clues are worth $400 to $2,000 in these categories. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and Museum. Word origins. Terme d'art. Math. Take me out to the history game. And U.S. museums. All right, player 3, as promised, you pick first in Double Jeopardy. As a solo artist, his presenters were ex-bandmates, not the Beatles, but the Traveling Wilburys. Okay, player 1. Yes. Where do we begin? In 1986, it was Hail, Hail, this 1950s performer, the very first inductee. Yes, player 1? You again, player 1. Artists become eligible this many years after their first release. The Beach Boys went in 1988. Springsteen in 1999. It's player 1. You got it. Select again. This singer is paired with her ex-husband and songwriting partner, Jerry Goffin. It's player 1. Yes. You get to pick again. Here's Sarah from our Clue Crew with the clue.
The electric guitar casts a long shadow over rock and roll. In 1995, the Hall inducted this inventor of the iconic Stratocaster.
Yes, player 2.
Yeah!
A lot of clues, a lot of categories. The Keebler elves could probably tell you that the name of this snack comes from a Dutch word for small cake. Let's hear it, player 3. That is correct. Player 3. Maple or otherwise, this thick, sweet stuff is from the Arabic for to drink. It's player 2. Good. All right, let's get first used in a novel about 90 years ago. It refers to a bright person, not someone who resembles Humpty Dumpty. Player 2. You got it. Please pick again. The name of this type of aircraft is from two Greek words meaning spiral wing. Yes, player 3. That is correct. A lot of clues. The term funny bone is actually a pun on the name of this upper arm bone. It's player 1. That's correct. Player 1, you're in command of Jugendstil is the German equivalent for this French term for the decorative style of the 1890s. Okay, Player 2. Correct. Where do we begin? The name of this odd movement, French for hobby horse, was appropriately chosen at random from a dictionary. It's Player 1. Right. Okay, let's get back. French term for the technique of placing paper over a relief surface and rubbing with crayon or pencil. Let's hear it, Player 1. That's it. We return to you. French for deceive the eye. This technique tricks you into thinking a painted object is real and not two-dimensional. Yes, Player 2. You are correct.
Yeah! Woo!
Player 2. Dubuffet coined this term from the French for to bring together for works made of bits of things. Let's hear it, Player 3.
Yeah!
Okay, let's get back into this. The minuend is the first number in this simple operation. Player 1. Yep. Player 1. No arguing with Euclid's fourth postulate. All right angles are this, meaning of equal measure in degrees. Player 2. Right you are. Player 2. The order of operations is irrelevant according to this property of both addition and multiplication. Okay, Player 2. That is correct. Player 2. Newton and Leibniz share credit for developing the fundamental theorem of this branch of mathematics. It's Player 1. Hey, you're right. Okay, let's get back. It's the quantity x represents in the logarithmic equation log 10x equals 2. Okay, Player 3. Right. Where do we begin, Player 3? It's 1922, and the Blackshirts force King Victor Emmanuel III to appoint this far-right fielder as Prime Minister. Yes, Player 1? Right. Where do we begin? It's 1649, and this king is looking kind of tired out. Yep, here comes Oliver Cromwell to give him the hook. Okay, Player 3. Correct. Player 3. It's July 10th, 1553, and this lady will pinch hit for Edward VI, who's been taken out of the game. Cousin Mary is on deck. Player 3. Good for you. Player 3. It's going back, and it's over the 73-mile-long wall built in the 120s AD by this slugger, the Emperor. Yes, Player 1? That is correct. Player 1? Answer? One of the daily doubles, and you have the lead. Player 1, the clue. It's 1902 and Teddy Roosevelt is putting this junior on the bench, the Supreme Court bench, and he'll be there for 29 years. Congratulations, you're still in first, Player 1. Player 1, choose again. You can get customized Gree-Gree bags at the historic Voodoo Museum on Dumaine Street in this city. Yes, Player 3?
Yeah!
Player 3. As this society has a long history, maps were the theme of a major 2007 exhibit at its museum, Explorers Hall. Let's hear it, Player 2.
Yeah!
Player 2.
Yeah!
Answer. The other Daily Double. You're in second right now. You need to select your wager. All right, here's your clue. You can ham it up at a museum in this Virginia town. It houses a ham cured in 1902. Yep. You get to pick again. The U.S. Space and Rocket Center in this Alabama city contains a vast collection of rockets and space memorabilia. Player 3? Good. And the $2,000 clue? An arm of the Simon Wiesenthal Center, the LA Museum of this, teaches about bigotry, racism, and the Holocaust. It's Player 3.
Wow!
Looks like you'll all be moving on to Final Jeopardy after this break. This is the Final Jeopardy category for today. U.S. Presidents. You need to select your wager. The Final Jeopardy clue is as follows. He's the only U.S. president who never lived in the District of Columbia. Did you come up with the correct response? With that correct response, you will gain. Let's see your response. And that correct response will add. Did you come up with the correct response? With that correct response, you will gain. Congratulations, Player 1. You're the winner. We'll see you next time.